What's up, SFG? I am here at, as you can see, Dr. Joseph Cipriano. Yes, I'm about to get an adjustment. But the thing is, before we get into this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that bell, turn on your post notifications so you can be notified when I post another video. And don't forget, you guys, I'm giving away $2,000 when I reach 20,000 subscribers. Now, I know a lot of people come up here, you guys, this is my second time, but it's my first time actually meeting him. So here's what we plan on doing. And my son first time meeting him too.
First time.
He's finally in the video, you guys. So I'm going to be asking him some questions about his investment to see if he invests or not. So y'all stay tuned and watch this video, and you will also see the behind the scenes of how he actually adjusts, you guys. So stay tuned, okay? Okay, you guys, we're here.
What's your name?
Shiba
Have you been with us before?
Yes, I have.
Hello.
What is up?
How you doing?
I'm recording.
At all. I do not mind about that.
So, SFG, my first time meeting Dr. Joe, Mr. Wisecrack himself. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I've been watching you for like some years.
Have you?
Yeah. And I watched your sister too. She got my life. I see you on her channel every now and then in Tampa. So.
Her and that camera. literally, she's lucky.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do this then.
Cool. Wow, it's like almost surreal, you know? Because I be like, because my mom, she started watching it, and then I started watching it. Like, when I'm playing the game, I just sit up, and I'm like, dang. I should stop doing this before I start getting like lower back pains, and it caught up with me. I was like, oh man. Yeah, definitely gonna need that. So I just like stretch a lot and all that stuff, you know? Okay, at least you're doing something, though. Yeah.
I came here the last time you took all your plaques back home.
I brought him to the Tampa office.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And you just moved that location too, right?
Yeah, I just moved it. So I was in that Tampa International Mall, and I moved about 10 minutes from there.
Okay.
Yeah, that location prior was a little noisy. Was not a big fan of that spot, but now it's like it's good. It's quiet. It's like this. Shut the door behind you.
Because you was in the mall and a lot of people was passing by.
Oh, you people looking in, people waiting. It was like you're kind of secluded, but you weren't. And yeah, it was just. I felt like
I noticed on that. I think you did. Tammy came there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Even with that though, she came in on an off day. Like my wife and I just went and met him up. And even with nobody else being in there, just that background noise from the mall was like, so
you really couldn't just.
No, terrible for filming in that old location. You couldn't really film. So now it's set up. It's good. Granted, I still have things that I'm adding, but I can't complain. How are you feeling? More importantly,
well,
what are you feeling?
Okay. My hip. Now, when I did the X-ray, they did say it was a little out of place or something like that.
Okay.
But it's giving me problems.
Okay.
I can barely move at night. Sometimes I stay up. It's just on this side.
Okay, so right-sided. Sometimes it'll go down.
Yeah, probably about to right here.
Okay. So sometimes going down, and then it's more just over like. Okay.
In that area.
Okay. Anything going up or not as much?
Not as much.
Okay.
Probably a little stiffness in my
Just like in
back and stuff like that.
Probably a little bit more stress and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is the main guy.
This is the main. I mean, you can actually feel the difference.
Jeez. Yeah, when I get you to lay down, I'll check it. How is it with movements?
Well, I can't really, when I go back, This it hurts.
Okay.
Right here, it's hurt now.
Okay.
And some when I scratch, you know, I can still feel it, but it relieves a little bit, but I can still feel that tightness right here.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, let's get your work done. Go face down on the table for me, please.
I know normally when people come here, they don't ask you too many questions.
At times, it's funny. It's either I get a million questions or I get very few.
Mm-hmm.
Which, to me personally, I don't mind either way.
So I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Do you invest
In
stocks or cryptocurrency?
yes, I do.
So what's your favorite?
I do more crypto over stocks. Granted, crypto's been kind of stagnant on the
Yeah.
lower end. I still feel like it is definitely going to take off quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, technically, I would say it's going to be more the time to buy it because with everything being down.
Exactly.
But no, I definitely feel when it comes to cryptocurrency, that's going to be the future.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the future worldwide when it comes to that. Between that, the one thing I still don't understand yet, but I'm still trying to dive into it a little bit, is NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
That it doesn't fathom me. It's like basically digital artwork.
Yeah.
And I always sit there, I'm like, can't you just screenshot it? Like,
I know it's so crazy, but you can't.
no, and so it's like that I'm trying to kind of learn about right now because I feel like if I can get into that now, granted I know a lot of people are already into it and a lot of people are making money with it. It's like I'm like a pinky toe in is about all. It's like just starting to learn that one. My wife and I just figured out how to actually make, because she draws and paints and whatnot. So she's made 2 NFTs that fully like done, published, whatnot. We have it out there. So I was happy that we figured out that first step of getting it out there. Now it's like, now that it's out, like you look at YouTube, it's like anyone can upload a video, but if you don't know the back end of what to do, thumbnails, title, tag, description, your video's never gonna get, if I didn't put a title in, or if I just did chiropractor, like no one would see it.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what I've got to learn on the NFT side to get that. But yeah, so I do dabble in that. Still always learning. But
and I'm big on Dogecoin. I invest in Dogecoin. That's what I do on YouTube. Invest.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I was just talking about this yesterday with the patient.
Mm-hmm.
I bought Dogecoin back in 2.5 years ago.
19?
Yeah, about 19.
Yeah, that was the best time. That's when I got in.
I didn't so I ended up selling my Dogecoin when it went up just a little bit. I about doubled my money. I put 1,000 in. I still remember because I just looked at it yesterday. I had 427,000 shares.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
And I sold it, and I made an extra 1,000, which at the time, of course, I was happy. Start with one, literally make 100%. And I would say like 3 months after I did that,
They went up.
Dude, that was when it hit like 70 cents.
So that's what I invested in, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu.
Yep, I still have money in Shiba. Shiba, I hit that guy. I was almost pissed that I didn't put more into it. I still got an extra, I don't know, like 2,500 in there, and from starting with like $500 on that, and I already took out like 1,500. So I was happy that I got a little bit, but that Dogecoin, dude, I could have had a couple $100,000 with that one. So it's like, just with the $1,000, I could have had a couple $100,000, but because I didn't keep it in there long enough, that was my problem on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I truly feel. Coins will take over. I think right now in the beginning, I don't know, I feel like there's too many just smaller, like I guess you got like the different tiers of cryptos. I don't know how much the smaller ones are going to make up. I think within a few years you'll get your main ones. I think there's going to be ones that are going to be dropping off, that's for sure. Maybe not dropping off, but maybe like merging a few different coins into each other. Like I just feel like it's I don't know. I just because it's like a lot of the times, like you know, where you get people that are like, oh, well, crypto's not backed by anything, you know. You know, it's like, yes, you're right, it's backed by the people who are actually purchasing it, because they're, you know, it's a tough one. I know it'll take off. I feel like reasons it won't right now, especially when it comes to like the US dollar and that, and the government's not 100% on board, because the government, dude, if they need $1 billion, they just print it. So for them, and if it's crypto, like Bitcoin, there's only a certain amount of Bitcoin, and there's no making any more. So it's not like the US government can come up with, you know, 1 million more Bitcoin just to give to them. So that's where I feel like that's why it's kind of not taking off the most.
But you know, the less of the supply, the more it can go up.
Yeah, correct.
Just like the Shiba Inu, they're burning tokens, and so
yes, they are. Yep.
It's best to go and get some. Like if you haven't, just saying, a little bit more.
Well, and that's the thing. That's like, for right now, I don't mind. Like for me, if I put $500 into something, it's not gonna change my life. It's not like I'm dependent on that $500.
Exactly.
Now, and this is where I messed up, because with the Dogecoin, I could have actually cashed down on a ton. And that's right now, I'm kind of like, all right, I've got, you know, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, and I look at it because if something was to take off again, like, yeah, even like $1,000 isn't going to change my life, but if that 1,000 could hit like 250K, like it did.
It would have if you would have.
Correct. It would have hit freaking 200.
Because you know the most I had was $140,000.
Okay.
And that was off Dogecoin. And you know, and they know I sold some. I've been selling, but now I'm still holding like over 100,000 or so of them.
Yep.
So I still got a lot of profit in it, which I only put like maybe $4,000 in over 2-3 years.
Isn't that crazy?
And I just always diversify and, you know, invest in it. You know, you just gotta have that patience.
Yep. But I definitely feel that, though, you know, it might not be in like 2-3, it might be like 5 to 10 years, but it's soon everything is gonna be like that. Everything, I don't really see cash being like a form of money that's used in the daily. I mean, even now, I don't even know the last time I've actually pulled out cash and paid for something. And so, you know, debit card. Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
And you know they're taking a lot of cryptocurrency payments. Even where we're from, they're taking Shiba Inu as payment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, in the near future, you guys, I'm telling you.
Oh, I know. I had a patient in the other day, and he was telling me one of the biggest things to get into right now is crypto gaming companies.
Oh, yes, because that metaverse,
yep,
it's crazy when you know that it's not real, but it's like real. You get it?
Dude, it reminds me of like The Sims.
Yeah.
You know,
like The Sims.
And your money actually makes money. You can sell your properties, and I'm talking about it's
On
crazy.
land and all that stuff.
See, but now the cool thing with this guy was telling me about, because he was kind of going over NFTs a little bit with me. So he was saying what the different gaming companies are doing with NFTs. So picture, and he just used like this as an example for me. He's like, picture if you get an NFT created just like of yourself. You own that NFT. You can take that NFT and bring it into a video game, and you can play like Mario Kart, and you're you as a character. And I'm like, Like that's
Like it's pretty much just our own avatar. Pretty
Yeah.
much. That's all it is.
yeah. And I was like that would be cool. He was like, yeah. He's like, picture you playing Zelda and you're like, and I was like, dang. So when he was kind of describing it like that, and then he was telling me that there are even some games that pay you in crypto for playing the games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They really do.
Mhm.
It may take a lot of gameplay, but you're gonna earn a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and he was saying a lot of the times, he's like, it's not like you're making a ton. He's like, but he's like, you look at a lot of games now, they've got those like in-game purchases and whatnot.
Mhm.
And if you're playing the game now, you're generating a little bit of money. Technically, the whole point of it is so you're generating money and then you're putting it back in and buying
Yeah.
like things like that. He's like, but he's like, technically, you're generating, you're actually generating a little bit of money, and that's
And
what
you
they're
can
gonna
probably
be
gonna
doing.
be able to use that crypto to buy in-game play.
Yep.
So have you thought about just diversifying in cryptocurrencies,
What do you mean?
or like investing in like multiple ones instead of like putting all your money in just one?
I've got Cardano, I've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba. I think that's right now all I've got.
Mm-hmm. So what's the one that?
Oh, and I have XRP. Actually, I
Okay.
got a lot of XRP.
Now that was one that they did take out Coinbase. And me, like during the beginning, I was like, dang, so I need to sell it. And I should have even sold it on Coinbase.
Oh.
So I had like, it wasn't a lot, but it was like maybe 600, and that, it went up some actually.
I bought XRP when it was like 10 cents.
Mm-hmm.
And I am up. I've got so much into it. Once they go through and they win that SEC, like the whatever the lawsuit that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I know right when they win, or right when it gets dropped or whatnot, it's probably gonna jump up. That initial like day or two, I'm probably gonna sell. Oh, I got a stupid amount of that. If it hits anything good, I could get an island in the Bahamas. And just, I got a lot in that. So.
Oh!
Interesting.
Oh! I feel that Lord and ever. Oh my goodness. It feel like it came from the middle. Woo! May grow like 2 inches. That was great.
Good.
Didn't disappoint. Just know that.
I knew it wouldn't. Yeah, XRP is actually the most I have in that right now. So.
And I'm gonna tell you like this, it's crazy how the news can change the way anything can go up or down.
Yep.
So if there's good news behind it, like you say, if they win, oh my God, it will just go through the roof.
Yep. And that not even just them. If once that goes through, I mean they're paving the way for every other crypto along with it. And yeah, I feel like everything will jump up too. But no, it will be. One of these days, it will take over currency in the entire world.
I think so.
You know, especially the one thing was the one time I actually had to send a freaking Western Union. That's the biggest joke in the world. Dude, the amount of fees and whatnot, and then the time it takes to actually get to where it's like, when it comes to the crypto, boom, it's instant.
It's like real instant.
There's no fees, very
little.
Yeah, it's very
depending
little.
on what cryptocurrency it is.
Yep. But it's there instantly. Like I just feel like it's gonna take over. It's gonna unify the world together instead of everyone having a different you know, currency, and you travel out of country, and like, I remember when I was a kid, I was like, you go to Mexico and you're getting pesos and whatnot.
You got the, you know, exchange of currencies.
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna be a thing pretty soon.
Because they gonna have that QR code, scan it, and then there you go, you can pay for it.
Yeah. And that's what I think is gonna happen.
It only takes a wallet address, that's it.
Yeah, it'll all get to that. Once, I feel like especially once cruise lines start bringing that in, and then with cruise lines, those little areas where you kind of like shopping in those areas, then they're gonna start accepting crypto, and then they're gonna, like, it's all gonna just take off soon. It really will.
Now, I have patience, so they know. I have patience, and I'm just waiting on the right moment in time.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of people still don't believe in cryptocurrency, but I believe it's gonna be huge. I mean, it already is huge for real,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be even bigger.
I know, there is still a lot of people out there that are like, oh, well, crypto's just made up, it's not backed by anything, and blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be the next, not even saying like the next thing, it really already is.
Yes, it already is.
Once people really start realizing that you're gonna walk into a McDonald's and it's gonna be credit card or Bitcoin or Ether, like that's what it's gonna be like.
In our reality, you can actually go to some jewelers and pay them in crypto.
Yeah.
You know, you can probably eventually you're gonna just be able to just go out and shop and pay for it in cryptocurrency. Like I said, the restaurants are already taking it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are already taking it.
Yep.
Because some people just don't want to fumble with cash because, you know, all this stuff and germs and all of that.
Yep.
And half of the time, a lot of people don't even have cash. Like you said, you don't even have cash. I mean, you just do card and keep going.
Yep. Even like when I pay employees, it's all digital. Nobody's actually getting. It's not like back in the day when I was a kid. You get a check, a physical check, and you remember Fridays trying to get into a bank.
And then not only that,
it changed so much. Just even like I was saying, like I remember as a kid, every Friday you get off work and you're running over to the bank so you could hurry up and deposit it, and it would get into your account for the weekend.
Yeah, and this is what I was about to say. Now with banks, you know, they have that 1%, maybe APR, whatever.
Yeah.
But when you say cryptocurrency, it's on paying 10% on top of what you already have.
Oh, I know.
So you could just stake it and gain money off of that.
I just got the I didn't even physically get the card yet. It's getting sent to my house in Florida, but I did the crypto.com card. I staked 4K. Oh, so I do have Crow.
Yeah. And you can I think they have like different levels, like the J or something like that.
I got the green one.
Yeah. So you can actually, that's just money on top of what you already invested.
Yep.
And you can constantly do it.
Yeah. Because there's so many perks and whatnot. So normally when I go out, I have my business debit card. I'm not getting anything with it.
Exactly.
So now I took, so they had different tiers with the crypto. I ended up getting the green. So it was me staking 4,000 into the Crow. And you got to hold it for 180 days.
Yeah, there's a time limit on it.
But you're every purchase you're making, you're getting
rewarded.
And back in Crow, and then like I'm still kind of learning it, but I just like there's just so much like the perks and the benefits and whatnot. So I'm like, why am I going to sit here using the money that's coming out of my debit card when I can just go and link my debit card and put money onto that? Now I'm getting. You know, if I'm already paying for rent for here, like all the different things, you know, I spend with just bills and my practices and whatnot, I'm dropping like 20K a month. I can do it right on that.
Right.
Now I'm going to accrue that much APR.
Yes.
So that's why I looked at it. And then I can just pull it right out of my business account and put it right under that and call it a day.
And then it's also, if y'all not aware, the Gemini App. it also had where you can stake your cryptocurrency and just leave it there.
Oh,
And it's some on Coinbase too.
yeah,
It's limited, but you know, you still have options.
Yep. I saw that they just came out the Coinbase, or
So
it could
you
have been
can-
out for a little bit.
So you can just stake it. And another one that I do use is Bitmark. A lot of people don't use Bitmark, but you know, as long as you hold your cryptocurrency on the app, your USDT balance increases. So that's what I do. I let it increase, and then I spend that and purchase more cryptocurrency on that app without even spending my own money.
Yeah, because you're accruing.
Exactly, as long as you holding it on the app.
Yep. I had an older couple in here, gosh, it was probably like last year, and because of the amount of money that they had, and he took all his money out of all of his retirement funds, this and that, and put it all onto crypto. And with staking, he was telling me, he's like, I get about $3,500 a month because of how much money I have just sitting in there. And he's like, my wife and I live off of that.
Yeah.
We're retired. He's like, my house is paid for, my car is paid for. The only thing that we have to pay for monthly are the cell phones. He's like, so we now budget and live everything. He's like, we don't even touch our actual savings because their savings is,
Exactly.
and they're literally living off of. He was telling me $3,500 a month without touching anything, and he's like, you can't beat it.
And it's just simple fact is, you know, a lot of people used to say back in the day, they always was like, let your money make money.
Yeah.
So in terms, I feel like that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, your money is making money.
Yeah, there's new ways of doing it now,
Yeah.
and that's the thing, and just going along with what's making money.
Let's go.
Exactly.
And that's why I know him. That's why I do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, they know me as DogeQueen. So
Gotcha.
they particularly gave me that name.
Really?
Yeah. So I
love it.
ran with it. I was like, okay, because I didn't know. I was just, one day, in 19, doing all that stuff. Everybody was at home, collecting. I'm like, okay, I need to just start investing. First, I didn't know what I was doing. You can watch 1,000 videos and never even know, but you have to do it yourself.
Yeah, you do.
Because if you don't, you're never even gonna learn.
No.
I can sit here and tell you all day long.
Yeah.
If you don't just go and do it, you're not gonna learn it.
No, that's right.
You might gonna lose. I lost money, because at first I'm like, okay, I'm putting my money in this. I'm losing. I take it out. But the thing was, I supposed to been investing more while it was going down.
Yeah.
So that's the key. You invest on the drop, and if you want to take it out when it go up, that's on you. But don't go and chase stocks or cryptocurrencies when it's going up, because you can lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because that drop is coming.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that were trying to buy Doge when it was shooting up.
Yep. They didn't know that drop, that SNL, that night. Oh my God, it dropped so much. I was like, oh my God, I'm at 140. Just didn't know it. It was.
Yep.
But good thing though, I got in like 0.008.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I got in one of those point and then 5 zeros.
Yeah.
And that, I got in way back then.
But when it was like, as it was going up, I was putting more in it. It bring your average cost up with it.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful of when you're investing on that drop and trying to catch it when it's going up. So your average cost mean a lot, even in stocks.
Yeah.
If you buy in at $1 and that stock is like $3 now, when you buy more, the average cost is gonna go up. You're not gonna make as much as you could have made when it was still low, but once it go up, you gotta watch the average cost.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of apps don't show that, but Robinhood actually shows that average cost.
Okay. Yeah.
And you can look at it. So if you put like 500 in now,
And then
you're gonna see that average cost raise up and go up a little bit.
Gotcha.
So you got to balance out. Try to catch it all the time on the drop. People get nervous. They try to sell. But just hold it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I even sold some. I sold some, So hey, everybody sell every now and then.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with your money.
Yeah.
You made more than what you put in it.
Correct.
So yeah. So I just wanted to
Dang,
yeah,
nice,
ask you a little questions because people don't normally do this, y'all. And oh my god.
Well, you actually bent over this time.
Oh,
And you bent it back.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And people say it doesn't work.
Man.
Don't believe
what?
in it. What?
Yeah. Oh man. I'm probably gonna sleep good at night. Cause you know it be hurting at night and you be like, dang, I be tossing and turning and stuff. So
I got you good now.
you'll see me again. Nice to meet you.
You're welcome. Definitely nice to meet you too.
Yes. So there y'all go. Y'all finally met the man himself. And it's a pleasure to meet you.
Definitely.
So like I said, just
Yeah. Give me in on this and whatnot.
you know, like I said, you'll never know unless you just completely do it yourself, even with like options and stuff like that. I mean, you just gotta do
Oh,
it.
I know. Right.
And a lot of reading, a lot of research. That's how I started, you know.
What was it? Okay. Doing a lot of reading.
Yeah, I did a lot of reading, and you know, I'm you know, when you already good with math, so you pretty much can figure it out. But I really didn't know anything until I just got in it. I was like, bam.
Yeah.
And I started showing them, and I was like, dang, people actually watching me invest money and stuff. And I knew I had to gain more knowledge because you watch me. But like I tell them, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. You know, you do it at your own risk. Don't put money in you can't afford to lose.
Yeah, that's true though.
So, that's lit.
See, but that's nice though. That there's a lot of people out there that have no idea of crypto or even like the basics of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like if you can sit there and just getting people to understand the simple basics of cryptocurrency and even just showing them what you do and where your portfolio is and where it was, and you're very redundant on your videos and showing people this and that, you know, and then you show everything. You show the ups, you show the downs,
You show the ups and you show the downs.
you know, it's not
it's not always a win-win
exactly
on anything now.
I mean, unless you're Lady Luck.
Yeah, oh my God. She hit like $100,000 brand jackpot.
Oh, I know. There's 100%, like when I go with her, dude, it's stupid. Dude, we'll sit there, she'll go in and she'll hit like 17 hand pays.
Yes.
In like 2 hours. And here's me, I lose like $2,000. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just like